Man, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That Jacksonville game hurt, and it stings because this is the team that spent years avoiding exactly these kinds of sloppy, self-inflicted losses. You and I both know the feeling. You watch the opportunities pile up, you see the moments where Kansas City could have closed the door, and instead, we hand them back with penalties, mental errors, and plays that just shouldn't happen at this level. I want to start by saying something simple. You're allowed to be frustrated and still believe in this roster. That's where I am. My goal here is to be honest about what I saw, point out what absolutely must change, and show you why this is still salvageable, but only if corrective action happens fast. So first, what fired me up most wasn't a single blown schematic or an unlucky bounce. It was the accumulation of little things. A defensive play where nobody got to the quarterback, a penalty in a critical moment, a kick that goes out of bounds and moves them 10 yards closer. Those aren't flukes, they're execution failures. The Chiefs of the Mahomes era have been defined by attention to detail and finishing drives. That identity isn't gone, but it's wobbling. Offensively, there were bright spots. The run game looked good when we committed to it, and Hollywood Brown made big, timely plays that stretched the defense. That's the Kansas City attack I still trust on most days. But when the other side of the ball can't generate consistent pressure and the front four looks flat in prime time, the margin for error evaporates. And make no mistake, effort matters. We've seen elite defenses rise to the occasion when effort is consistent. We've also seen stretches where even great schemes fail if guys don't play with urgency. So here's the immediate takeaway I want you to hold on to. This loss wasn't indicative of a franchise collapse. It was a warning light. It tells us where we must be sharper, penalties, situational awareness, and more consistent push up front. Now, I want to hear from you. Which single moment from that game made you lose your cool? The kick out of bounds, the missed rush, the blown coverage. Drop that in the comments right now. Keep it short and sharp so other fans can vote with replies. Quick yes, no. Do you still trust this team to win the AFC West? Vote in the comments with a simple yes or no. If you care about deep, honest takes like this, and you want us to keep breaking these games down all year, help the channel hit 5,000 subscribers. Hit subscribe and like the video so more Chiefs fans find our breakdowns. If you're ready, I'm going to move next into a team-by-team look at the AFC West, so we know exactly who's breathing down our necks and who might fade. Say the word, and I'll jump in. All right. Now that we've vented a little and set the stage, let's break down the AFC West and see exactly who's making noise and who's just background static. Starting with the Chargers, they're technically leading the division right now at 3-2, undefeated within the division, and they looked sharp early, taking down the Raiders, Broncos, and even beating us in Vegas. But here's the thing. Their dominance is surface level. They've stumbled against teams like the Giants and Washington, and injuries are piling up, especially losing rookie running back Amarian Hampton and key linemen. That makes me question whether they can sustain this momentum against anyone that doesn't fit their divisional script. If you ask me, this is the type of team that can start strong and then fade once the grind of the season hits. I'd honestly bet they go about 3-2 in their next 5 games. The Chargers are talented, no doubt, but this isn't the roster that can run away with the West just yet. Now, the Broncos are a different story. Denver's defense is legitimately impressive, maybe one of the best in the NFL right now, but their offense, not so much. They lack true dynamic playmakers and a quarterback you can fully trust in high-pressure moments. That said, their coaching is sharp, and when Bo Nix and the team execute well, they can stay in games and capitalize when needed. Over their next 5, they have a favorable schedule against the Jets, Giants, Cowboys, Texans, and Raiders. I'd peg them at 3-2 or maybe 4-1. Bottom line, if the West comes down to a 2-team battle, it's likely going to be the Chiefs versus the Broncos. That rivalry is shaping up to be intense, and honestly, it makes these divisional matchups more fun to watch. And finally, we have the Raiders. Well, we all know where they stand. Gardner Minshew is struggling. The team has lost 4 of their last 5, and the upcoming stretch of Tennessee, KC, Tampa, Jacksonville, and Denver isn't looking promising. Frankly, the Raiders aren't a threat right now, and they won't require much attention unless they start winning consistently. So, here's where we are. The Chargers are flashy but fragile. Denver is disciplined but limited offensively, and the Rye